Mother, I know. I don't know what the answer is. That's why I kind of called you to see if you had any advice from your knowledge before I contacted y'all. Yes. Yes, we're on video now. I don't expect nobody to come to chat or nothing. Um, yeah, kind of like usual here lately. I think people are upset because I got pissed off about things before and kind of walked away. I think people, those that were following and participating, um, may have gotten very irritated at how I acted. But I needed time. It was health stuff. I was mad. I needed some time to think. Yeah, true. That's true. Yes, ma'am. I don't know. We'll just have to keep on doing like we're doing, and we'll see what happens. And if they participate, they do. And if they don't, at least the information that I'm willing to share is out there. Right. I'm not forced to do a damn thing. Not anymore. Right. Um. Well, that's something I wondered about when I was talking earlier with grandmother per se, and this um, Scorinth, Scorinth. Yeah, I'm having a hard time saying that name. Um, I didn't know that some of the peoples of Inner Terror were having problems or even new problems, especially this one. This seems to be a major one, but the laws that the two peoples made is 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 more than I would have asked for anytime soon, probably in my lifetime of existence, because I know how long it's been, and they're only now um, willing to take further steps and enforce it amongst themselves. So that's a huge thing. It's a very huge thing. They have every right for defense of their territory, whether surface humans like it or not. They have every right to the defense of their territory. Same as with any other species on the surface, whether we like it or not. We don't have total rights to the surface. We never have. You can have a piece of paper that says you own that property, but as soon as that government falls, you don't own it anymore. Whoa, huh? Yeah, yeah. And if this government collapses, you'll be lucky if you get away with owning the house that you live in. If it can hold more than one family, it probably will. That's right. That's right. Mm. Hmm. Yes, ma'am. I think so. I think that's a strong thing. So I think it must be that way. I think it's a good thing to be that way. Nobody needs to own the land. That's ridiculous. If ancient people that have been on this planet for thousands of years don't own the land, why does any short lifetime surface human get to own anything and say it's mine? That's ridiculous. So we need to end it, and end it we will. If they want to work 100 acres or 1,000 acres, that's fine, but it's going to have more than one purpose. You can't just have 1,000 acres and say you got cattle and it sit there not being used for whatever purposes it can be used for by everyone, by everyone, because you no longer own 1,000 acres. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't care if they like it or not. Terra said so. Terra and law, that's how it is. You do good to say you own a family size home. Because if it's big enough, it'll have another family in it before long. You can build a wall, you can shut a door and bolt it shut, whatever you want to do. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If you can associate with that family and share the load of the household, of the whole house, of more than a multi-family home, like a lot of other people in the world do, that's fine. But you're not going to sit there and bitch about it either. That's right. Everything's going to be changed, how we do things on the surface. And there's going to be a lot of people that don't like it. But they probably won't be here. That's right. You saw I just did that? Before we started talking, I did that. You watch me like a hawk now, don't you? This for what? Really? That I did not know. I didn't know. How would I know? It's the first time you've told me. Yes, ma'am. It's the first time you've told me that. I'm okay with it, but it's the first time. I don't know. I'm playing with a pocket knife while I'm on this video. I always got something in my hands I'm doing. You know. Kind of gotten into wanting to collect really old pocket knives here lately. I don't know. Somebody better be holding on to some history because we're about to lose a lot of unknown history, a lot of fictional history. Yes. I'm missing a knife. Oh, that one's not here yet. It's not here yet. Sure did. Surely did. What did they think about it? I don't know. I'm not real concerned about it. You know what I mean? Right. A lot of people want to talk shit, but a lot of people are going to find out they don't matter as much as they would like to. That's nobody's problem or fault or anything else. It's just the way of life. The way of life. I thought I heard somebody. Huh? Could have been something outside. I thought I heard somebody. I did. Yes, ma'am. I understand that. I do understand that. I don't know how people are going to react. I'm kind of waiting to see how people react to some of these things some of these newer things that I'm putting out. They've never had the prior knowledge of it. And without that prior knowledge, they're really not going to like some of what's coming out now because we're no longer asking the surface questions and then trying to figure out what to do about those questions. We've decided what we're going to do as far as Interterra and the subsurface people, all of them, have decided what they're going to do, and that's what we're going to do. Because we're not going to delay and postpone because people ask questions that may matter or it may not matter. Either way, we still got things to do. Yes, ma'am. We still got things to do either way. And if it's a problem for them, they're going to have to figure out how to work through it themselves. I'll have to work through whatever comes my way. They're going to have to work through whatever comes their way. That's kind of just how that ball's going to roll this time. That'll ease up some of what I have to do as far as trying to keep some of this other shit in line. That's right. Yes, ma'am. Yep. Yes, ma'am. I got a lot of bullshit emails I'm deleting. I don't need them all. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of things anymore. Yes, grandmother, I understand what you're saying. I don't know if I have an answer for that. No, today I don't have the answer for that. No. If you ask me again in a few days, I might can give you one, but for right now, I don't have one. Mm-hmm. Can you? Yeah, let's go back to the first topic. Can you have the EO that's in the council, that's on the council, because every colony that has come or been given account, part of Inner Tower or a subsurface colony has been given a seat on the council. Yes, ma'am. I need to talk to the representative of the EOs as council leader. As council leader. So the authority is in effect. I need to talk to this and to whoever this one or more individuals are. Yes. If it's a couple, because I know they do things by team. By team. I didn't mean to use couple. I'm sorry. By team. They do things by team. If there's a commander of a ship, they have a husband and wife commander of the ship. Yeah. That's just how they do. Mm-hmm. That's my understanding. Yes, ma'am. Oh, anytime, as long as I'm not asleep. If I'm asleep, don't bother me. Yes, ma'am. That's my new rule. If I'm done good enough to get to sleep, don't bother me. Yeah. Other than that, I'm pretty much free anytime. People of terror. Yes, ma'am. That's what I think. The people of terror. I've got a few things in here to mean something to me. Yes. Sometimes some things are best left unsaid. Yes, ma'am. Maybe some pen. This goes in here. And these two go in here. Yes, ma'am. They're going in here now. Nope. I wasn't keeping them in there before today. This is just something I thought of while we were doing this. My own little box thing. That's it, right? That's it. Yep. That's it. And this really needs to be up here, but I don't have nothing up here to make it go there right now. I don't think so. Nope. So it'll have to go right there until that time. Yes. I made this box. See this? See this, grandmother? Something I made long ago. And now it's holding some of my things things I find valuable. Things I find valuable. Yes. I do have a mess. That's because I do have a mess on this table. This whole table's a damn mess. Yes, ma'am. If it was a foot longer, I'd have a foot more stuff up here. That's probably. I'm going to do something about it, though, because Rhonda says I have to do something about it. So I'm going to do something about it. Yes. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I have no idea about the answer to that. I won't print this up, but I'm waiting on ink to come in. I need ink for my printer. Yes, ma'am. I let it run out and didn't know it. This name seems familiar to me, and I can't remember where this name's come from. But we'll see. I can't remember where it come from. Not right now, I can't. Huh? Yes, ma'am. I'm just thinking. I got a lot of thoughts going on. Can you yes, a couple days. That's fine. A couple days is fine. Yes, ma'am. Because I don't really know what I'm going to say yet. So that's probably a good thing. I just know I need to get this out and get to talking to both sides or all sides. Yeah, all sides. So I will. I will. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. No, ma'am, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I wish I had that answer. I do wish I had that. I said, what? No, it's not unlocked. No, ma'am. I'm hoping something unlocks that'll help me understand and know more. But so far, I haven't had no clicks. No, not on that subject. I've had no clicks. I have seen some things unclick from Drishun that, I'm sure I've probably got I feel like I've got 1,000 things that haven't clicked open. Just waiting, sitting and waiting on the right time. I feel he came up with so many things and just he didn't have time because it takes too long to move through some of these stages. I think he was already through those stages, but everybody else was not. That's why I keep having these discussions about who who was his people, since they're all gone now. Who was Drishon's people? I want to know so bad I can't stand it. They were all known as Drishon's people, all nine of them. And from what I've talked to everybody I know of in Innerterra that knew of Drishon, nobody knew what his people were called. I'm hoping one day something clicks open and I know who he was from him himself. From him to me. Some message, some memory, something. Yes, ma'am. That's what I hope. Um I don't know the answer to that. I've got my own thoughts, but I don't know the names of it, the names to use for his people. But the things that he told me before he crossed of his people, coming here of their own free, after humans were already here and establishing themselves. The first species to come to our planet after we were here has to mean something huge. Has to mean something huge for his people to come here first. And I won't ever forget it. No, ma'am, I won't ever forget it. And I have made sure that the crystals never forget it either. The living crystal of the council already knows, but I have ensured it. If there was anything to have a holiday about, it would be Drishon and his people. Yes, ma'am. They've done more for terror than most people realize. Just the nine of them. Yes, ma'am. And they've been here almost as long as we have. That's correct. Yes, ma'am. I have had a lot of openings of those early times. I mean, this planet was raw when they came here, and humans were already here then. It was raw. There were no buildings. There was nobody to build. I mean, the people were here, but they didn't live like people do, like they do now. Back at that time, I've seen the images in my mind, like little videos, but it's hard to talk about it because I can't relate it to nobody because nobody's going to know what I'm talking about. Yes. I don't. Grandmother, I don't have that answer. I can only tell you the things I've seen in my own way of telling you what I saw. Yes. So, I, huh? One day I would like to. They've done what to it? It's been cordoned off. Good. Good. One day I'd like to go there. I ain't worried about it being cordoned off. I can get that. That's not a problem, grandmother. I know you know. Yes, ma'am. There's nowhere on Terra I can't go. And without leaving my desk, I can go. Yes, ma'am. But it would be nice if I knew about where to go. Mm-hmm. You know about where? Oh, maybe you could go with me. Maybe you could help me unlock some things. Yeah, I think going to Drishon's people's residence area may be the way to unlock some of these things I need to know. And who knows what we would find? Who knows what we would find? Hmm? Nobody's been allowed in there since his death. Well, since they found everyone there dead. And you said they were all. Uh-huh. Hmm. Interesting. Well, I saw what happened to Drishun and Meishun when they crossed over at the same time, right there in the council chamber. I saw that. It's like nothing I've ever seen. Yeah. And you say that the rest of the seven look the same way as they did in the council chamber when those seven picked those two up and left. And they were all in that residence. And that residence has been cordoned off since they died and left it alone because of their what they became when they crossed over. They've been left alone, like a memorial type thing. I will go there with you soon. Maybe some things will unlock that I need to know. Right. Yes, Grandma. When? I don't. I'll let you know. I got to get some of this other done first, and then I'll let you know. I don't think we need to go before I sort out this latest thing because it seems like it might be a big problem, and I want to sort it out. And I think if I sort it out and find the answer and can get an acceptable answer to all those three involved, the three people that are peoples, plural, that is involved, the surface needs to know this as well one day. So I will tell them as well because it's going to apply to us too in a way. We're going to have to come to that choice too, in a way, in time. Mm-hmm. Kind of the same thing. It's kind of the same thing. Yeah, I agree. Hmm. It's funny grandmothers and grandfathers don't have to eat anything. Right. What would it be like to live off of energy? Live off of energy. Be energy. Wow. Yes, ma'am. You miss being able to eat stuff? Hmm. Cannot energies combine? Energies combine. Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. Hmm. That's interesting. That's interesting to me because I hadn't. I mean, I always had imagined things, how things are, but I didn't know how things are. I don't know a whole lot about being a grandfather or grandmother in the form of Interterra's wording of it. Yeah, everybody else is an elder. Yeah, I'd probably consider it an elder at most, given my age or not, because of everything. That's right. Not because I have grandchildren on the surface, but because of everything else. Right. I'm not looking forward to that because I too much I don't know. It's too much I don't know. Not yet. Not anytime soon. Yes, ma'am. Well, Hermes became a grandfather, but look at the years of life Hermes had. It was not many compared to surface humans. It's a lot, but compared to his own people, he was still fairly young. Yeah, he was still fairly young, and so if my brother can become a grandfather, what can a surface human do one day? That's how I would like to look at it. I'm not saying I want to be in existence for that long, but it would be nice to think of surface humans becoming grandmothers and grandfathers in the manner of terror. In the manner of terror, yeah. So, yes, that's the answer for that. Would I? Would I choose it? If it was a choice for me to choose, I would have to know more about Rhonda and what Rhonda's status was at the moment that I have to choose. Yeah, that would matter to me. It would matter to me. It would probably be a deciding factor. Yes, I don't know. I don't speak for Rhonda unless it's something to do with something from the surface. I don't speak to her as her. I don't speak for her to do with anything to do with inner tarot. I do not. Yeah, I tell her most everything, but she makes up her own mind. She always has. I do not tell her what to do. I'll input to her, and she'll input to me, and we'll make a decision. Mhm. I wouldn't be no other way. I was another way twice before, but I wouldn't be no other way now. Right. Yes, ma'am. I don't know. I'm getting tired, and I'm starting to get tired. It's been a long day. I've been busy all day long. Yes. Yes, ma'am. That's true. Hmm. I don't know the answer to that question about what would I think is best for that. For that question, I don't think I got an answer yet for how the surface is going to react. I'm almost for sure it's going to be sorrow and loss for a long time, suffering for a pretty long time, perhaps years. Perhaps years. I would be surprised if some people don't move on quickly. Yeah. I move on as in crossover, yes. They're not going to want to partake of what's coming. Whether they do it out of being negative or they do it out of a sense of loss or do it out of a sense of just the newness factor of it. So much lies and so much corruption and denial and manipulation that when it comes out into the public, some people are just going to be mind boggled. They may shut down. I expect some people to just simply shut down. They're just going to go plop wherever they are and give up. They're going to say, fuck it. I really think surface people will say, fuck it, in a large number of people. Hmm. And those that don't, that can't accept it, that won't accept it, or try and then can't, I think their suffering could screw up their heads. Their suffering could screw up their heads, and then they cannot be uh, without Interterra's medical abilities and technologies. I don't think they'll ever be right, and that may not come soon enough for some. It may not come soon enough for some. That's simple. I think that's a simple answer. So yes, yes. Hmm. I can't help but look over there and be frustrated. I'm frustrated. Yes. I don't know what else to be but frustrated about it. I'm so mad I want to go up there and I want to go over there and do bad things. It's taking all I got. It's taking all I have, grandmother. It really is. To just let things be as they are and let them turn out how they turn out before I stick my foot in it and squash it. hmm I mean, I could do that anytime. So if I bide my time and wait, we'll see. We'll see what we see. No, I don't think that. I used to think that, but I don't think that anymore. I don't know how to. I don't know how I want to talk about that on camera. Correct. I don't know how I want to talk about that on camera. And for another, it may set me off again. Yes, ma'am. Huh? Mm-hmm. Somebody's watching. Somebody's watching. I feel like I don't know who. Somebody new. Somebody new. Hello? Hello? Nothing. But they're watching. For whatever reason, they're watching. Oh, yeah. I think some people are going to lose mothers and fathers. They're going to lose children. They're going to lose friends and close friends. Some people. But some people are already doing that, losing people because of religion differences, because of politics differences, and other reasons. Oh, many, many other reasons. People are separating themselves out now, and it's pretty obvious who the worst of the negatives are, who's the lesser of the negatives, and those that are outside of either. Some are outside of all of those things. Yeah. I think those will be doing the best. Those that are outside of all of that will do the best. Because I know these kinds of people, all of these kinds of people. The first group and the second group, no, ma'am. I don't think there's anything you can do about the first group or the second group. I don't think there's no, I don't think those two groups of individuals have any hope or help whatsoever coming their way. Mm, no. Yes. If they can't figure it out now, it's going to be too late to figure it out later. I don't think they'll stick around. And then by that, I think they'll get such a shock. I think they'll take care of themselves. And then, in the end, yes, that end exactly. Would I? Would I? Would I? Would I, based on what I know now? No. A year ago? A year ago would have got you a maybe. Now, I'm not sure what a year or now, a year later will get you now from that kind of thing. It'll surely get my anger. Yeah. Definitely get my anger. What else? I don't know. But my anger for sure. I don't want nothing to do with it. Not anything at all. I've said that now for what, 3 weeks now? 3 weeks, grandmother? Yes, ma'am. Well, I know you know. You know better than I do. I'm just saying, pay attention, cause pay attention. I tell you to pay attention. But yes, that's what I think. Uh, you're asking me how many of those members? How many of those? What do I think about how many of those? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay, I'll tell you, but I'll do it silently. Mm. That's what you expected me to say. Mm. Well, why'd you ask me? Why'd you ask me then? You wanted to hear me say it. You wanted to hear me say it. No, a year ago or more, 2 years ago, if you'd asked me, I'd have probably said, well, we got to do something. We got to do something. But now, no. I wouldn't even take my own advice from a year and a half, 2 years ago now at this point, especially, especially after what's happened on the surface the last 2 years or more. Some cases more, but especially the last 2 to 3 years. I wouldn't change my mind right now. You couldn't. There is nothing on this planet that could make me change my mind right now. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I think everybody in my family knows how I feel and what I think. That's why they're not around. Nobody's around but Rhonda. And I will take that into consideration in due time when it's necessary. You can't be family when you want to be. You have to be family all the time. If you're not family all the time, you're in my damn way. That's what I think about it. Yes, ma'am. If you can't be family when I need you, I'm not family when you need me back. Mm-mm. It is an all the time situation or it is a no time situation. Anything else, I don't have time for. So you do it to yourselves with your ignorance. That's what I'll tell them. I already have told some of them. That's right. I already have. It's not my. It's not my thing. When it reaches that point, it's no longer my responsibility. That's right. Sometimes you got to let things go and let them turn out how they turn out. And if it goes bad for somebody, maybe they need to start thinking, well, what did I do? What did I do that was wrong? Why am I being why am I being treated this way? Did I do something to cause me to be treated this way? See? Yes, ma'am. I do think that. I don't give a damn. I don't give the slightest damn. Right. It's too late for that. I've said that before. Too late for that. I've said that a couple times this evening. It's too late for that. When people had a chance to make the difference, Nobody wanted to make that difference. And now, nobody cares if you want to make a difference. Because you've fucked up long enough. Right, you fucked up long enough. That's how I see it. I'm pretty sure that's how everybody in Terra sees it at this point. You fucked up long enough. Now the choice is no longer yours. And the funny thing is there ain't a goddamn thing they can do about it. And they can't say they didn't have the choice because I tried to give them the damn choice. That's what all that was about last time when I was in the council chambers and representing the surface, and I didn't want it. And everybody told me I had to do it, and I did. And look how it turned out. Look how it turned out. So that's done. That is so done and over with. It won't be asked you again. The surface will not be asked again. It won't be from me. I will not start spreading information of contact me. No way. I don't know shit. You come asking me, I don't know shit. What did I tell you? What do you know that I told you? And then why are you asking me if I told you already? Yes. They don't want to hear that. No, they're going to want to whine and cry and carry on like some kind of wild animal. I don't have time for that. I do not have time for that. I'm not going to take time for that or make time for that either. Cold could be cold. Surface humans would say that's cold. My reply to them is, well, it's not in your business anymore. Even when it concerns you, it's not about you. If you can let people in the government make decisions for you, you can let Interterra make a decision for you. Especially when it's going to turn out a hell of a lot better than anything a politician could have done. So you'll sit there and like it. That's what I would say. I don't give a damn. Not no more. I have learned my lesson on that shit. Trying to do this and grow this and make this a big thing for people to know about and learn before. I'm not doing that this time. I will not do that this time. They can wait till they see it on their everyday lives. Yes, ma'am. I mean it too. I don't give a flying fuck monkey what it would cause or prevent no more. They lost that part of my empathy. And they don't get sympathy for being ignorant. Nobody does. You don't get sympathy when you're ignorant. You don't deserve it. So you're not going to get it. That's cold, hard truth. That should be everybody's truth. If it ain't, it should be. Yeah, I was answering somebody that didn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. One of these government supporters, one of these political party supporters. Oh, I can't wait to watch them squirm and fade. That's right. That's right. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I don't expect most people are going to do one drop of sweat to change by themselves. I don't expect it. I really don't expect it. I'm that sure. I am that sure. Most won't get off the damn ground to help themselves for a day to see if it changes their future. And those that are sitting in their offices thinking they're all nice and comfortable and shit, when it's snatched out from in front of them, they're going to be no better off than the ones out sitting on the ground that wouldn't get up to help themselves. When you snatch them off that damn high horse they're on, they're going to be just as done as everybody else. I know so. Because they're going to find out that these little cushy ass jobs that they got where they're not really doing nothing but making life hard on all the people up under them in an organization, they're not going to have a shitting pot to piss in or a reason to do so. That's what I think. I think they can get out and go grow food like everybody else. That's right. They won't be sitting in no office doing office work anymore. I can tell you that. Especially those people. Some of them made people homeless. No, those people are not going to get to do this. They're going to have to work just as hard or harder than everybody else because the work is going to feel harder because they've never worked a good job the day in their down life. I bet they don't have a single callus on their body. Probably never have had a callus on their body from hard work. Fuck these people. Fuck those people and those above them. Yeah. Yes, ma'am, I mean it. I'm as serious as a heart attack that you can't do nothing about. That's right. Me and my wife have a thing we say when we go somewhere and somebody does something stupid and we see it and everybody goes on like nothing happened. We go, zzz, that's your asshole growing shut and you die. It's inoperable and you die of your own toxicity. That's what should happen to probably 75% of this population all around the world. You don't get off your ass from under that apple tree. That's what should happen. I'd make it happen if I could. I wish I had that ability in my one little fucking finger. And I could sit here and go, bzz, and it would spread like ripples across the damn puddle out on the ground. I would do it in a heartbeat. Change the whole fucking world in a heartbeat. Yes. Yes, ma'am. I did. I think I did it yesterday. I'm pretty sure I did. Mm, I don't know. No, I don't know the answer to that. I don't even have an opinion on that. No, ma'am, I wouldn't. No, not me. Not me. I'd be a good little boy. I'd be a good, I'll be real good. I ain't done anything. I need that truck. Yes, ma'am. I don't need that truck. I don't need nothing. I really don't need nothing right now. Maybe some more money and take care of this house a little better, and then sit back and rest of my life right here in this house. Hmm. Shit, I wish. Huh? Huh? No, no. I'd probably be up in more trouble. No, 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 ma'am. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't touch that. I put an opinion or an answer on that, and say that was what you told me. I wouldn't do that. No, no. That's pretty funny. Huh? I'm listening. I'm listening and thinking what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever even thought about that before. Huh? I No, grandmother. I don't know the answer to that. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. I'm not. I can't. I can't do that. Yeah, I'm getting information for the. Hmm. Say what? No, ma'am. Uh-uh. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Uh-uh. Not me. No, not me. No, I wouldn't touch that for anything in the world. I don't see a need. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's over an hour. It's going over an hour right now. You watching the clock? You watching the clock for me? Yes, grandmother. Um, I don't really think I have the answer for the question that you're telling me about right now. I don't have that question. Um, No, ma'am. I wouldn't touch. I would not do that. I will not do that. Mm-mm. There isn't enough money on this planet to get me to do something like that. Hey, no way. It's one of them no ways that I would do something like that. Probably not. I would say probably not. And just go with it at that point. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm getting really tired. I've been going since about 4:30 this morning. No, about 4:30 in the morning. hmm Well, uh, sometimes I just can't. I just can't sleep. Still, that's true. Still, and then sometimes when I do get to go to sleep, I have the worst goddamnest dreams you can imagine. And anymore, I'm starting to wonder: is it the past or the future? I'm thinking they're most in the past. Yes, ma'am. I'm thinking most of them are past things because of how my mind is going anymore with all this information and what I'm learning more and more, and I'm learning more. And so it makes me think more. And, you know, I try to remember things that maybe I should not necessarily remember. Yes. This lifetime and past lives. This lifetime and past lives. Yes, ma'am. True. That's true. I have no ideas. I wouldn't have no ideas about. That's one of those things I'm not touching. I don't know if I want to touch it. I don't see a need to touch it. hmm Yeah, I've been thinking that. I've been thinking that. hmm I don't know what to tell you there. I have no idea. None at all. Okay. Sounds like we didn't hit a lot of things that I had ideas about, did it? Or that I knew about that you thought maybe I would know, but I don't know. Or maybe that's because there's no answers yet. I don't think nobody has the answers to everything right now. That would be kind of silly. If everybody's got the answers, then why ain't they things getting done? There's a lot of variables to play. And I don't like doing future shit not too far out. And I don't like when I hear others saying that they know the future that far out. And especially when if you go back in time and you remember what somebody said, this is going to happen then, and this is going to happen then, and then year or two or three later, you go back and you're like, that didn't happen, did it? That didn't happen either, did it? And you start finding out who's the liars and who's not. Yes, ma'am. Just watch what they say Pay attention to it, and then come back in time, and you'll find out who the liars are really quick. That's how you have to do it. You have to give them time. They'll hang their own damn throats. They'll cut their own throats just by running their mouth. I don't give two hoots in hell about that kind of shit. I don't care about being popular. I don't care about being rich and wealthy or powerful. You know how hard I fought that. I don't know the answer. I thought you was going to let go for tonight. All right. Okay. Okay. Have a good evening, grandmother. That makes my head hurt. Some in-depth thinking. I ain't gonna have no hair on my head when all this keeps going. It's gonna all fall out. So I guess that's it for tonight. I'm hoping. I appreciate everyone for coming by and watching what's in this video. I appreciate you for that. If you have a question, ask me in the comments below the video, because the chat will close because nobody ever posted in the chat. If you're really feeling good about things, you can see the link to the forum in the description. Come join. Please use your real name so I know who you are. I just want to know who you are. I don't want to know fake names if I can help it. You can't change your name once you register. It doesn't allow you to change your name. I checked that too. So I appreciate everybody that came in to watch this video with me and all. And I'll talk to y'all the next time I got information. It's free, you know. Just like education should be, it should all be free. Y'all have a good day. This is Larry. I'm out of here.